So we have installed this. Yeah. It's in the working condition now. Take this.
Yes.
Only this kind of system you have. This is not working.
No, that was before. No?
It's outdated.
Outdated. This is your new one we installed now. Take the boards. Huh?
Yeah, I'm taking the boards.
Ask them to keep open via labs and verification as signs and shows up signs. Here is there.
Yeah, कौन है अंदर? आपका रहेगा? और बच्चे लेके अंदर है बच्चे?
थोड़ा इधर वेट करेंगे।
कम
Installed? Is it installed?
Yeah, no, installed means we got necessary thing for 10, up to 10.
You have middle section.
Yeah, 9th 1 10.
9th one, 10th.
10th one is 32 and 44.
Excellent.
So you just wait here in that class. She has to go. Wait in that class. Wait in that class. She has to go and open the door. Fetri.
No, LSM is not equal to RSS. So what is the error there? What is the error? Here, when they have added in the question, what has happened? They have added an extra x there. So what is the error there? They have added an extra x. And from our LSM, we can see that x
आगे से मेरे मूल लेके दे लेना बैक नहीं
Fire one.
You have some vacant rooms also?
Pardon?
Vacant rooms also you have?
Yeah, we have whole one wing and that one. This is one of the classes, AV rooms.
Okay.
Whichever class is one in
Okay,
AV.
multiple.
We have got 10 smart classes.
Okay.
So we kept it as an open room
Extra.
so that whenever whichever class one will use it, they can use it from when they want.
regarding the schools because now we are more and more admissions.
Excellent. Thank you. It was the same. Thank you.
7B.
Now which class are you for application?
We'll have to arrange for 8 salads. So she's the maths teacher. She's already taking maths.
Can we continue there?
Yeah, she can.
Very good.
Take you come here, this one, two of you.
And what will you make from here?
Get up. Okay. Look at the board. Now compare this, these two. What is common to both the terms? 7. One at a time. One of you will answer. 7. That's it. What is left? P into P. P into P. P square. One paper. What is P into P? P square. P square. And what sign is this? Plus. Here what is extra? 3 Q Q. So what does it mean? 3Q square. 3 Q square. So now we have written this as a product of two terms. Is it? Bracket means product. It is fully factorized now. Now Imrosa read the third question.
2x cube
2x cube
plus 2x
plus
xy square
2x cube plus
2xy square
2xy square
plus 2
plus 2 of all you have to decide whether this is of the form a plus b the whole square. What is a plus b the whole square? Amen? A plus b the whole square?
A square plus 2ab plus b square.
A square plus 2ab plus b square. Another one, able a minus b the whole square. A square minus 2ab. A square minus 2ab. Instead of x minus 2ab. One more? Plus b square lovely. Okay, now you compare this. Compare these three terms with this. All are positive. So which identity you will take? This one. Is it matching with that identity? This one. Is it matching with that one? Matching? No. So we cannot follow that identity. Definitely we cannot follow this identity because here the midterm is negative. There all the terms are positive. So what we have to do? Common factors we have to take out. So, for all the three terms, which number is common? 2. Number 2. Afterwards we are getting this means 2 into x into x into x. This means what? 2 into x into y into 1. Okay. Here same x into z into z. That means what? Multiplication. Now 2 common, x common. Anything common now in all the three? In all these things. So these are all extra factors. So which factors you will take outside? 2x out. What is left here? X into x. X into x is what? X square. Square. Next one? Y square. Y square. Plus z square. Close the bracket. Now copy down this one. This girl. Those who didn't bring the copies stand up morning, they check.
No.
Others they are brought. And some.
I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you.
Okay? Copy? This will be in the rough column in pencil. Whatever I gave here will be in the rough column, do it in pencil.
This is empty.
It's completely empty.
Completely empty. And
Any
then
rooms are-
laboratory is there. Library is there.
Library?
Yes, no?
Okay.
Library Nagpur.
No, laboratories are open.
Yes.
Wait. Equipment इतना ही.
Yes, yes, sir. Everything is good. This is 6 years for school. It's the first year of it. 10th. Door is open.
Gas here.
Yes, this is the
Supply connection.
supply is there. We bring the gas.
अच्छा.
We just have to fetch.
This is recently established at that.
No, no. From the
60.
Yes, yes.
But it
We
is-
built at that time. Now,
Okay.
9:30.
Last time, how many students you have? 30. This is here like this, you are not able
Typically, I would want to cover learner session.
अंदर 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 से You are librarian, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are these?
These are the specimen copies.
Specimen copies.
Specimen copies.
Where are libraries? Okay. How many is total are say like this?
25.
2500. Taxation register है? Okay. What is the exact number of books?
24.
20?
24.
2400.
Exact, no?
Exact, as
In
per
your
the
book.
accession
Yeah.
register.
Yeah.
2400. 00.
Yes. The other we bought some. We bought some books. No?
Hmm?
Some books are here also that we have to.
No, as per the accession register, not just you
Right.
can. Okay. Right. No, I want 1, 2, 3, 4 book number.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. No, not 1, 2, 3, 4. 1234. Number 1234. इधर ही अंदर नहीं लिखा है। क्या है टेक्स्ट बुक क्या है तो
No, this is library
Library.
story book.
okay what is the text book and difference library book and text book
So library books are having content is both the same, but textbook specially we uses in the class. It contains that vocabulary work and question and answer. But in the library books we only have stories about it or the basic means the knowledge about that.
oh what is the basic difference between textbook and the library
In library book like stories are there, but question and answers are not there.
no reference are whatever it is because basic concepts were different
Like library books is meant for all the ages, but like textbook, like particularly for class, like if it is mentioned class wise, then that is the difference. Like this book, it can be read by classes 1 to class 4. The
it is
content.
depend upon the level of learning it is not the actual okay so this is competition India it's not competition India yeah अभी जनवरी 2017 का है क्या आपके पास दिसंबर का
No, we don't have. No.
this is the oldest one which is the 2012 January
Like teenager we are having, teenagers and installation course are there.
last month monthly just show
This one. Show this. Show this. And that
this is also May 2010
we are old. This is January.
okay.
This is the teenager that we are subscribing every month.
what are the magazines you are subscribe
Teenager and then Indian
India Today is there
Immediately we don't like it. We have these two.
Education
Indian
today.
currency.
Education
No,
today.
sir. No, sir.
Then these are all old monthlies very old is it 2011
No, we don't have. We have only, at the moment we have only those two.
what those
Teenager and
is 2013 newspapers what
newspapers. We have two. Today it is not come. Today
Today.
was yesterday. Otherwise we have got sort of time certain.
when the accession is library accession is
We got two papers, newspapers.
there is seating capacity? Seating capacity of your library? 50. This one 50 is ये क्या है? ये क्या है? अच्छा ये वाली नंबर है। कास्ट बुक कास्ट digitization library digitization even computerized धंधा नहीं होगा।
So break for 20 minutes.
So you come back?
Bus. No, they never have this. Well, they are three cities. No, but two of them are six.
All are functional. How many computers are there?
42.
40. There is sports room.
Yes.
Come, you should. He's a sports teacher. One of the sports teachers.
बच्चों के कुछ बैटरी टेस्ट वगैरह करा।
संजना के पास एक
Yes, sir. We have prepared one more ground, sir. This was for primary section. Huh? Malcolm there. There in between. In the park. Because of the, we have got sand there, no? So it is put there in the middle.
Other courts are not there, only basketball.
One volleyball court is built that side, that in that corner. You can see.
Today we will discuss about just close your textbooks. Just listen. Today we will discuss about some natural phenomena. What is the meaning of phenomena? Phenomena is, what is the meaning of phenomena? Yes, Simran?
The things which are
Occurring in our surrounding. It may be natural or artificial. So let us now discuss some natural phenomena. Which are the natural phenomena which observe? Some examples can you give? Yes, Kashish?
lightning,
Lightning is there. Second? Earthquake. Rain. Then you had a few years before you heard of a big thing, but something happened. Lots of lives and property was damaged. What was it? Yes, it was tsunami. These are the naturally occurring phenomena. Now, recently also you must have gone to the papers, news, media. You must have seen on the net. What was it? Earthquake. So these are the natural phenomena. Some things you can, some of the natural phenomena can be predicted. Some cannot be predicted, or whichever can be predicted, you can take some precautions so that minimum loss is there to life and property. For example, daily news you will observe. There you might be hearing that regarding the weather forecast is there. Okay. So if there is a thunderstorm or if there is a cyclone, when you are traveling down south, usually there is a cyclone in South India. Okay. So you postpone your travel or you change the mode of travel. How you are going to travel? You are supposed to travel by train or by car. If there is going to be a cyclone, you get to your destination fast. So you plan to travel by air. So if it can be predicted, we can take some precautions, or we can be indoors, or if there is a very big cyclone or which is going to occur, the schools can be planned, the timing of the schools can be planned, they can give a holiday also. So wherever there is prediction is possible, these things can be, we can take care. Now, when you observe the natural phenomena, first thing we are going to discuss is what is a charge. Charges are of two types. We have already discussed in previous lessons. Which are the two types of charges? Bhavishya? Negative charges. So, now let us discuss about electric spark. Have you seen an electric spark at your home? When have you seen? When the plug is loose, or when there is a lightning, if it is raining, there is some loose contact on the electric pole, you see an electric charge. Okay, electric spark. When there is a lightning, there is a still bigger spark which goes on. So, now when you come to the charges, there are two types of charges available. Positive charge and negative charge. Now I told you regarding an atom. So,
Students are not having
sister, actually sir, when we finish with the lesson, we call for the notebooks and give the question answers. Now we are on the lesson. Anybody having the science notebook? What are the constituents of an atom? What is an atom consist? What does an atom consist of? Yeah. Protons, neutrons, and what is surrounding the atom? Electrons. So what is inside? Protons and neutrons are placed where? Where is its place? Inside the nucleus. Those are also called nucleons. Okay. In the nucleons, you have the protons which are positively charged. So I'll draw the atom. Protons are there, then neutrons are there, and you have electrons. Now these protons and neutrons, protons is positively charged, neutrons is neutral, and electrons are negatively charged. Initially, atom is neutral. It does not have any charge in it. Okay. So in friction lesson, you have learned what is friction? When you rub one thing against another. When you are walking also, we have discussed there is friction. So when you are rubbing one thing against another, one thing with the other, suppose that experiment we have discussed regarding the scale. When you are rubbing your scale on your hair, what happens? The scale, initially it is uncharged. Okay, it is an uncharged object. There is no charge in it. Now when you rub the scale on your hair, what happens? It acquires some charge. But those charges does not move. Those charges do not move. It remains in one place. So they are called stationary charges. They are also called static electric charges. Now when you rub suppose say a plastic scale on your hair, that becomes electrically charged. It will either give some, when you rub, naturally some electrons will be given, some electrons will be taken. So the atoms are rubbing against, molecule and then atoms, smaller particles are rubbing against one another. Some electrons, some material has a tendency to give away electrons, some have the tendency to take in the electrons. So electrons are loosely bound, okay, in its orbit. So suppose you have the electron here. So they are loosely bound. What happens when you give first number of proton equal to the number of electron. Number of protons inside the nucleus is equal to the number of electrons. So that atom is neutral now. It doesn't have any charge in it. Electron, both positive, negative are equal. When you rub, what happens? Some electrons, if it is giving off, what is happening? If it is giving off two electrons are given up. Now, which is more, protons or electrons? Protons are there only inside the nucleus. Did anything happen to the protons? No. Only the electrons, two electrons were given away. Now, which is more inside that atom? Protons are more. So that particle becomes positively charged, and as a material as a whole becomes positively charged. So if it is taking in electrons, suppose something but balloon, you might have observed during birthday parties when you don't have an inflated balloon and you don't have something to stick it on the wall. All of a sudden, what do? You inflate a balloon and just rub it on your cloth and you stick it to the wall. What is happening? It is taking some charge. We will come to what type of charge it is taking. It takes some charge. So when it is taking a charge means it becomes negatively charged. How did it become negatively charged? Can you tell me what happened? How did it become negatively charged? Negatively charged means number of proton and neutron were equal first. Now nothing happened to the proton, but negative charge increased. What must have happened?
Electrons must have been increased. The number of electrons must have been increased.
Yeah. It must have taken the electrons with whichever material it is brushed. You brush it against your cloth, it must have taken the electrons. So, as a whole, the balloon will acquire negative charge. Now, when you take that balloon near the wall, the balloon will stick to the wall. Balloon will get attracted towards the wall. What is happening? This charged balloon is inducing the opposite charge on the wall. So it is attracting each other. That is how it is attracting the balloon. Same way, when you take a plastic scale or a glass rod, if you rub it on your hair or a polythene bag, what happens? Usually in the class we can rub it against your hair, and then if you drop small crumbs of paper, you will see that the paper will get attracted towards the plastic scale, because Was the paper charge? Did you rub the paper against your hair? No. You rubbed only the plastic scale. Now the plastic scale is a what type of object? Charged or uncharged object? It is a charger. You took it near the paper which was uncharged. What happened? The scale induced some charges onto the paper by induction. You must have heard about the induction heater cooker. Is the fire or electricity directly going to the heater or cooker? No. They induced charges. Say stand up.
Close all your books. Close all your books. Sit straight. How many of you know how to ride a bicycle? Almost all know how to ride a bicycle. So if I say tomorrow you don't have to come by your school bus, take your bicycle and come here to the school. If I give you such a special permission, then what will you do the previous day with your bicycle? What will you do? One person. One by one, don't answer it. Sharmari, what would you do? What will you do with the bicycle? You just take the bicycle and come? Yeah. Pedal it.
You are reading the English notebook?
Do you have English notebook? Sanchin, what will you do?
First, I will take it to the shop and repair it nicely. If any problem is there, then I will.
So you will keep it ready.
Yes.
Okay, because you have to come from where? Which place? Friends Colony. So how many kilometers more or less from Friends Colony to here? 10 to 15. Okay. So for a long run, for a long ride, what you have to do? Keep your cycle ready. Sit down. Suppose you don't keep ready, what happens? Sudhir, what will happen? As easily as you expect, isn't it? It may break on the way and you may not be able to reach the school. Is it? Okay. There were two friends who had same interest to go on a long bicycle ride. So what happens? Let us see whether these friends, do they know about bicycle everything, or did they prepare themselves for the ride, or what happens when they started repairing. And most interesting thing, if the cycle has its own will, means desire to speak, then what it would speak to a mechanic, the person who repairs it. So our next lesson is lesson number 8, lesson number 9, bicycle in good repair. Okay, please take out your textbook. Pay attention as I read. A bicycle in good repair. A man I knew proposed one evening we should go for a long bicycle ride together on the following day. And I agreed. I got up early.
Waiting for him in the garden. It was a lovely day. He said, "That's a good-looking machine of yours. How does it run?"
Good, sit down. Read.
Oh, like most of them, I answered easily. Enough in the morning, go the light, stiffly after lunch. He caught
Not light, little.
hold of it by the front feet, and he soaked and soaked and shook it violently.
And shook it violently.
I said, "Don't
Besides,
if it wanted shaking, I want the proper.
I was
the proper person to shake it. I felt much as
I felt
I felt much as I should have. He started watching my dog.
backing.
My dog.
Okay, sit. So let us see that first paragraph. The man I knew